A couple weeks ago, my wife and I walked into our local hobby shop with zero idea of what we were doing. Just two blank figures and a table full of paints. That night, something clicked for me though. The smell of primer, the sound of brushes tapping against water cups, everything felt new. And that's where this whole thing begins. The week after that night, I did what any sane person does when they find a new hobby. I bought everything. Wet palette, brushes, and a couple of things I don't think I truly needed to get started, but I bought it because I thought I would need it. It wasn't just excitement. That night in the shop, something clicked in a way nothing else really ever has. I love things like Magic the Gathering, reading, playing video games on my computer. These are things that bring me joy to this day. But there was something different about minifig painting. It was reflective. It was calming. It was zen. I started digging deeper into miniature painting, checking out Reddit, checking out forums, watching videos on YouTube, and it all kept coming back to Warhammer. It's kind of the center of the world of miniature painting. I've never really been interested in playing the game itself, but the art, the craftsmanship, the creativity behind it, it pulled me in. I ended up going to my local Warhammer shop. When I walked into the shop, I met this great guy who worked there. I won't say his name for privacy purposes, but he was super friendly, welcoming, the kind of person who just loves what they do. He could tell I was new, but instead of like the usual sales pitch, he just started talking about the craft. I could see how much it truly meant to him. The excitement in his face when he realized someone else was getting pulled into the hobby for the first time was something that was making him genuinely happy. After grabbing the last few supplies that I need, I headed to the checkout counter. The guy handed me a magazine called Battle Honors. It's basically an intro guide they give out to people just getting started. But what I really liked was that it wasn't pushing a game. It was showing you how to paint, how to create, how to make something of your own. And when I saw the line, "Begin your journey," it just kind of stuck with me, because that's really what this whole thing is about. Learning, experimenting, and getting better with every brushstroke. When I cracked the box open, I was hyped, until I saw how many pieces there actually were. These things always look so easy in videos, but up close, yeah, not so much. Suddenly, I realized I wasn't just painting, I was also building. I'll be honest, I didn't film myself gluing them together. I figured everyone's seen it, everyone knows how it goes. It also may have been the fumes from the glue. I may have forgotten to click record. Who knows? I don't. But once everything dried, I got into the cleanup, trimming, scraping, making sure everything was smooth. That part felt really good. Again, it felt a lot like painting. It was the calm. It was the relaxed moment. Did I have any idea what I was doing? No. Did I try to replicate and mirror what I had seen on YouTube videos and Reddit suggestions? Yeah, absolutely. I knew that I was to trim off of the sprue as close as I could to the model without actually cutting the model. I knew that I could use an X-Acto blade to trim off some of the extra leftover plastic from the molding process, as I'm doing here. And I did everything as best I could. I got to the point where I was happy with the models, and I decided, okay, let's prime them. The moment that the spray hit, it was like the models came to life. Suddenly, all those dark gray pieces turned into something real. It hit me. This was my squad now. This was my first real project. And yeah, I might have gone a little heavy on the first coat, but hey, we live, we learn. That's kind of the whole idea behind this channel, really. It's me learning as I go, figuring things out, and just rolling with it. Because that's what painting is. You make mistakes, you fix them, and sometimes those mistakes end up being the coolest part. So I got my base layers down. Much like my primer, I definitely went way too thick. Another learning moment. I applied paint like I was working on a canvas, just absolutely caking it on. I think deep down I was trying to make an oil painting on a 1-inch piece of plastic. But it's funny, even though it wasn't perfect, I still liked it. It finally looked like something. That's the thing about painting, I realized. You watch all these videos, everything looks clean, smooth, effortless. Then you sit down and do it yourself and realize it's not. It's messy, it takes time, and that's okay. Perfection isn't the goal. Getting better is. I went into this completely blind. I painted the first miniature in the store, and I didn't really watch any tutorials per se before doing this one. I'm a firm believer that you learn by doing, by making mistakes, by figuring out not what to do next time. That's where the real progress happens. And that's kind of what I love about this hobby. Every session, you learn something new, not just about painting, but about yourself. I always enjoyed painting, but once I stopped trying to make everything perfect, I started to actually relax into it. I wasn't stressing over every minor mistake or every tiny line. I just painted, and I let myself be proud of what I could do right now. That's what I learned this time. It doesn't have to be flawless to be something you're proud of. It just has to be mine. Every mini has little flaws, but they show where I am right now. That's progress, and that's something I'm proud of. So if you're starting out like I am, or even thinking about picking up a brush, Don't overthink it, just paint. You'll get better with every model. That truly is the point of BrushQuest Studios. That's what I'm doing here. Learning, growing, and sharing the process as I grow. Whether you're just picking up a brush or you've been doing it for years, you're welcome here. This whole channel is about process, learning, experimenting, and enjoying the craft for what it is. I'm just sharing what I pick up along the way. And if something here helps, inspires, or even just makes you want to paint, that's the goal.